I'm here at the UN Ocean Conference in Lisbon, Portugal, where we are advocating for a ban on deep sea mining.
We have to protect our deep seas for climate change, for societies, and for health of our oceans and planet.
There is a possibility that deep sea mining might be beginning as of next year, in spite of significant scientific concerns about the impacts on biodiversity and on the largest carbon sink on our planet.
We should not be mining the deep sea because we really don't know that much about the ecosystems that are down there.
What we need is strong ocean protection. We need indigenous rights protected and a strong call to stop deep sea mining.
There is momentum going, not only in the Pacific but globally, to see commitments, leaders actually make commitments on the issue of deep sea mining.
Deep sea mining is a very dangerous activity for all the entire of humankind, and that's why we need to stop it. That's why we are calling out to our governments and every government around the world to implement a deep sea bed mining moratorium.
Because we really believe we owe it to future generations to make sure we have a good enough knowledge base before we make any decisions.
The ocean has a long history of exploitation, and the Pacific people have a long history of exploitation, and we don't want to see any more of that happening.
Our community, who are at the forefront of climate change, deep sea mining, earthquake, intensive cyclones.
And this big issue of deep sea mining is really an opportunity to think about this rat race for resources we're actually in.
Deep sea mining is a risky technology that is based on the false promise of less harm to the environment and people, which is not true. It is a new destructive industry based on the exploitation of people and planet.
Anyone internationally or even domestically in other countries pushing money towards this industry, it's a lost cause. Everyone that's invested in seabed mining, deep sea mining, has lost money.
We need strong political will and strong decision making at events like this and going forward for the rest of this year.
And to make sure that there's not another threat added to already suffering oceans.
We are pushing a global halt to this speculative industry, and we hope in the future, or rather in next year, leaders will come to have some moral obligation to calling for a moratorium on deep sea mining.
I think it's pretty clear it's time for the governments of the world to adopt a moratorium, just because they don't want to adopt a ban. So just let's get rid of it.
If your country has not called for a moratorium on deep seabed mining, or better yet, a ban, please have them do so. There are some really concrete opportunities. One is the International Seabed Authority meeting in July. Another would be the UN General Assembly meeting in September.
We need to protect these beautiful and very unknown environments from this harm, because we really do not know what's going to happen if we start doing that activity. So please implement a precautionary approach, and let's implement the moratorium on deep seabed mining.
We need governments both in the global south, in the Pacific, but also in Europe and in other developed countries to join forces at the International Seabed Authority to come up with concrete regulations and a regulatory pathway to ban seabed mining within the next years, once and forever.
We would like to live in a community that is sustainable and that is safe for our future children and future generations.
We call on our government to ban deep sea mining. The pursuit of progress and profit, you rob us of our mother, you rob us of our childhood, you rob us of our future, you rob us of our home.